Most mammals, they have whiskers. And what's exciting about them is that there's so much stuff that we don't know. I like to look at something that we see every day and then find out really cool and interesting things about them. Lots of people, when they hear about whiskers, they think immediately of cat whiskers, but actually other animals have much better whiskers. They're more sensitive, they're bigger, they move more than cats' whiskers. Porcupine whiskers are just the longest whiskers I've seen. The one I've got back in the lab is about 45 centimetres long, and they move them almost continually. It's very difficult to study the evolution of whiskers because hair isn't really preserved in the fossil record. So we have a look at this little hole here, which is called the infraorbital foramen, or whisker holes. And all the information from the whiskers, from those sensitive follicles, travel through that hole and into the brain. The most sensitive whiskers are in aquatic mammals. Lots of seals will have kind of just under 2,000 nerve fibres surrounding all of those whiskers in the follicle. And their whiskers are so sensitive, they can do this amazing thing, which is called hydrodynamic sensing. So as a fish swims through the water, it leaves behind a wake, a trail of water movements, and the seals are able to detect this. And they use only their whiskers for this. These are porcupine whiskers, and you can see that they're arranged into a grid or whisker map. So you have rows and columns of whiskers, so they're very ordered. In many animals, whiskers are their primary and most important sense. So it's very, very important not to trim them. They won't hurt them, but they'll suddenly remove a scent. We can see that when we look at rats and mice, that some of them will actually engage in a behaviour called barbering. So this is when you have a dominant individual that will trim the whiskers, so bite off the whiskers of their family or other people that live in their box. And so when they do that, those individuals will become more submissive. So it establishes this hierarchy within the cage. Whiskers can inspire lots of new technology and innovations. Firstly, we could have a look at their shape. So the undulations of seal whiskers has inspired, for instance, turbine blades. So turbine blades can be extra aerodynamic because they have these amazing undulations or waves along them. These could also be applied to tidal energy as well. Then you have the fact that they are sensors. You can put these sensors onto robots. Make sure that robots can go into hazardous, dark or complex environments. These are the environments we need our robots to go into.